Your homeboy sent you this video because you can't shoot. Jay, I don't need this video. I make my shots. When you hit, they cheer because your greens are really just fluke. Everybody knows you turn on Steezo if you want to learn how to move. But you need to watch me, Jay Tran, if you want to learn how to shoot. By the end of this video, you gon' green like lima beans, cause you know I'm only gonna give you the truth.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
Yo, what is up and what is good, YouTube? It's your boy, Jay Tran, back at it again with another video. Today, before I start my video, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all the support you guys showed in the past couple weeks. My jump shot video is at like 16,000 views. I didn't think I would hit a video with that many views ever. And our sub numbers has tripled. This community is growing and I love to see it. Thank you guys so much. In today's video, what we're going to be talking about is everything you need to know about shooting the basketball in NBA 2K23. I'm giving you 3 tips that are going to make you a sniper. We're going to be greening the Green Lantern Corps. That's what we are going to become, all right? So we're going to be talking about everything from settings to the shot meter, on or off, what shot timing, the shot grade meanings on the jump shot, how to spot visual cues, and how to stay consistent with your jump shot. The first thing we're going to be talking about is the settings. On this, there's 2 things that are really relevant. 1, the shot meter, and 2, the shot timing release time. The shot meter has been debated this year whether you need to have it on or off. According to 2K Labs, you do not gain a significant boost by shooting with the shot meter off like you did in previous 2Ks. So if you feel more comfortable with the shot meter off, then shoot with it off. But if you feel more comfortable with shooting with the meter on, then keep the meter on. And here is the graph to show you that they tested this, and that is exactly what it means. It doesn't matter if you have it on or off this year. The next thing we're going to be talking about is the shot timing release time. There's 4 different shot timing releases this year. There's very early, there's late, and there's very late. And those are the 4 different shot timing. A common misconception with the shot timing release time this year is that if you shoot with it on early or very early, your jump shot is going to be faster. Like the animation of the jump shot is faster the earlier you have the release time. That has been proven complete false. The speed of your jump shot is still going to be the exact same whether you shoot with it very early, late, or very late. Another thing to think about is I think everybody should shoot with the shot timing on late or very late, especially the people that are playing on TVs, like the 60-inch TVs, the 72-inch TVs, because there's a button delay. So what button delay means is when you click a button on your controller, there's like a couple millisecond difference for when you click the button and when the game reacts. So shooting with the very early or early can be very difficult for you. But if you have a monitor with like a 1 millisecond delay time, you could shoot very early or you could shoot early. Another reason to shoot on late or very late, in my opinion, is because there's like 6 different jump shot timings that you need to know this year. You need to know how to shoot when you have full stamina. You need to know how to shoot when you have no stamina. Your guy has the red bar. You need to shoot wide opens, Slightly contested, it's like when the defender's in your area, but not really. It'll just say open instead of wide open. You know the shot timing when you get contested. There's so many different shot timings this year, and you just need to know how to shoot them. And here's where visual cue comes in. Because if you know your visual cue, like there's a hitch in your shot, right? You just look for the hitch and then you let it go. So it doesn't matter what the timing is for your shot. If you can find the visual cue, it doesn't matter if you're contested, tired, or whatever. You wait for your visual cue and let that thing go and green. The next thing we're going to be breaking down is shot grades. Before we break down what each individual grade means, it's important to ask yourself a question. What role do I play? Are you an ISO point guard? Are you a big man that sets picks and then fades? Are you a lock that sits in the corner? Answering this question is going to help decide which jump shot is the best jump shot for you. For example, a point guard is going to need a fast jump shot because you'll be peeking. You're going to want to get your shot off as fast as possible so you can avoid the contest. Someone who sits in the corner, however, will just sit there until the point guard gets doubled. He'll kick it out to you and you're there for a wide open shot. So most of the time, your release speed doesn't need to be an A+. You just need to shoot a shot that you're comfortable with. Let's get into the individual grades and what they mean. Release height is how high off the ground you're going to be when you release the ball from your hand. Release height is important because this helps against contest. So if you have an A+ release height, and your defender comes and just has the right stick up to where it's just the hand contest and they're not jumping, it's going to be harder for them to register a contest on 2K. As opposed to if you have a bad release height, say you have like the Kyle Kuzma that has it doesn't get that far off the ground and they run up and just hold the right stick up for the hand contest, they're more likely to register a contest against you. Release speed, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's how fast you get the ball out of your hands for the jump shot. Like I said before, not every build needs to shoot on an A+. A lot of these jump shots you see 2K content creators drop have an A+ release speed, and they're hard to time, and it takes a while to get used to that shot. But most of the time, you don't need an A+. Just find a jump shot with a decent speed, especially if you're not a point guard, that you can green consistently. Defensive immunity. I think this is a combination of release speed and release height. This basically tells you how hard it is for the defender to contest your jump shot, honestly. The most important one, in my opinion, is timing impact. This has to do with the green window or what your margin of error is. If you shoot with the meter on, especially the comment shot meter, there's going to be times where you green a shot, but the meter isn't all the way full. So you didn't technically green it, but I think that has to do with shots that have a high timing impact. It gives you a higher margin of error, so where you don't have to time it exactly. For example, if you shoot with an F timing impact, you have to green it every single time. That's not meaning you're going to make whites or not make whites. That has nothing to do with it. It's if it registers as a green, even though it technically shouldn't be a green. So your green window is pretty big. Just imagine a game where you're trying to hit the middle and you have to hit the middle exactly for it to register as a green. But with timing impact, that little window is open tremendously. So you don't have to hit it directly in the middle. You can be a little bit early or a little bit late. And that's what timing impact is, in my opinion. So for the people that sit corner, you just want a shot that you can green consistently. I would recommend going with a shot that has a high timing impact. All right, so the last two tips that I got for you guys today is how to find your green cue for your jump shot and how to stay consistent whenever, or how to get consistent with your jump shot. And the answer to both is the Gatorade gym. This is the best place to practice your shot, in my opinion, because unlike Pro-Am, this one has like a realistic delay of what you'll feel like when you play in the park or in the rec. So this practicing in here is probably the best practice you'll get. So you just go in here and just keep shooting shots. and pay attention to what the feedback says. So that one was slightly late, so I'm going to try to release it a little earlier. Boom, green. And the more times you green, you'll start to notice when your shot cue is. For me, on this shot, it's a pretty ugly shot. There's a hitch in his back and he cocks the ball all the way behind his head. And when I see that, I know it's time to release the ball. So let me see if I can green it here. Boom, green. There are a ton of jump shots out there, and I'm guilty of this too as a creator, just uploading different jump shots for likes and follows and stuff. But realistically, I can give you the best jump shot in the whole entire world, but unless you're practicing this jump shot, it's not going to be a good jump shot for you. Everybody misses, and don't be afraid to shoot the ball. I think that's why everybody's likes to rim run this year, is because shooting is hard. There's different timings you need to know. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, you have to know the open shot. You need to know the slightly contested shot. You need to know the fatigue shot. There's just so many different shot timings that you need to know and practice. And you can practice those here in the Gatorade gym. Well, you can practice the wide open, no fatigue. You can just hold R2 until your bar turns red and practice shooting like that also. But unless you put the work in to learn your jump shot, sorry, it's kind of hard talking while making this video and shooting at the same time. But unless you put the work in, you're not going to be able to shoot consistently. I would say, like, before you hop in a park game or a rec game, come in here, put up like 10-15 shots if you have the time. And the more you shoot, the more of a feeling you'll get for your jump shot. I think that's the best advice. That's hella. So yeah, if you implement all those tips that I've gave you in this video today, you are going to be a lot better shooter. You're going to improve your jump shooting tremendously. I say all that and I haven't made one jump shot, but I promise you all of those. Here, let me be quiet for a second. Let me try to green some so you guys don't think I suck. Boom. Look at that. I stopped talking in there. Green. It just takes practice, and don't be afraid to shoot, especially when you're playing no squads with randoms. You miss a jump shot and they're in your ear talking, saying you suck. Everybody misses, and that's just the truth. So don't be afraid to let that thing go, and that's the only way you're gonna green. And with that, I'm out.